Hello, welcome to Tech Transform. In this session, I am going to cover some of the Scala basic concepts. So this is going to coming in different parts. So this basic in basic parts one, I am going to cover how to declare a variable, what are the syntax, what are the conditional operators, how we are going to use various data types in Scala, and how we are going to print format this strings, how we can concat the string, how we can substitute variables in the print statements and all those. For that I have also created a document. uh, we'll refer to the document and we'll learn about all this. We are going to do all this hands on in the RELP cell, means Scala cell, and in the future we are going to write program in Eclipse Kepler also. So in order to familiar with the typing and hands-on, first we should always start with the cell command. So let's start Scala cell. Okay, let me close this. Okay, so the very first document, it's saying values are immutable constants, you can't change them once. So there is, in Scala you can declare variable in there is a two way to declare variable in Scala. Either you can use val or either you can use var. Val, if you're declaring declaring variable using val, those variables are actually immutable. You can't change them once you declare the very first time. And the variables actually variables are mutable. Means if you're declaring variable using var keyword, those are mutable. You can change the values. So let's start our terminal, and we are trying to go inside Scala prompt. For that, Scala. So now you are inside this Scala a cell. Here you can write your Scala code. So the first example, we are going to declare variable. So variable syntax is val. Then you have to give the name of the variable. Then this is the syntax of Scala for specifying the data type, means a string. Then double quotes, hello there. Okay, so if you want to print, for that, print ln, you got value here, hello there. So this, you can see this we have declared using val. Let's try to change this value now. Hello is equal to some other value. From hello there to hi there I'm trying to change. It is not allowing, because and giving error like reassignment to val. Reassignment to val means you can't reassign. Once you are declaring a using a val, a variable, that's become the immutable variable. You can't change that. In another way, you can use mutable variable like var. String is equal to hi there. Okay, so here you can see our variable is print. Let's print the value. It's become high. We have value high there. Now it's because it's an immutable variable, we can change that. We can give high is equal to hello there. Sorry, this. So it's allowing to change. You can change. So these are the immutable values. So this is the difference between val and var. Val is immutable. Var is mutable. If you want to declare a variable inside your program, you don't want to change in other as your program goes, and you don't want to change that value of that variable, and you want to be very safer side, then you should declare your variable using val. And in other case where you are seeing that you're going to change lot of values lot of times, then you should use var. So that's what the difference between val and var. Let's clear this. So this is the syntax. Either you can if you want to change the immutable variable, you can simply concat a value. Let's say var is equal to hello there is equal to hello plus there. One key objective, because Scala is functional programming language, so its key objective is to use, you should use as much as immutable objects in your program. means you should use more val rather than using var. Try to use operations that transform. We should try the operation that transform immutable objects into a new immutable object. How? Let's say this is val, this is immutable. Var is equal to, let's say, hello, and here we are not changing. We already declared this hello as a val, but here we are not changing hello. What we are doing here, we are creating one more immutable variable, val immutable hello there is equal to hello plus there. So like this way you can, this is a combination of immutable objects. If you really want to change the value and you want to, you should do like this. Try to use operations that transform immutable objects into new immutable object. Now let's go with some of the data types, like val number 1 colon int. See, always this data type is starting with caps lock. The first letter should be caps, not a small one. Okay, then we have Boolean data type is equal to, let's say, true. Okay, then we have val letter a char. Okay, so as you're entering, you see the value is printing also and giving you the data type also, int boolean char. Okay, another one is let's say another data type is double. I'm writing it is equal to 3.141, the pi value, so it's double. If you want to create a floating point number, for that val, let's say pi single precision colon float. I want to declare this float, then 3.141, something like that, 1415, or there's more character also. I'm not using that. So this becomes the float variable. If you have a very big number, you can use data type called long, and you can give a value like this. Okay, and you have a very short number, for that val small number, for that byte is actually for holding a small number. So these are the basic data types. Now we have to see the what are the printing string tricks available. If you want to concat two strings value, you can use like you can use plus operator like this. Let's say print any print value you want to give, you have to use println, then double quotes inside that. Let's say I want to print hello, the values are, let's say I want to add these values, whatever we want to declare, we want to use these variables. Number 1, we are just concatenating using plus operator, then letter a, then plus truth. We are using these 3 variables and try to print this value. Sorry, this is the unwanted. Yeah. Okay, so you see here we got hell. Let's change it to hello. So you can see here hello, this is the part, and we want to we are able to concat using plus. Number 1 is 1. We haven't any space here, so it's printing along with without any space. Letter a become a, truth is equal to true. Let's clear this out. We have printf style also. How to use printf style. Let's say I want to print ln. We want to format any string. For that you have to specify this is the normal way we want to print. Before that you have to give a format. For formatting string you have to specify f, so that compiler will understand here in this string we have to do some format based upon the values we are going to provide. So let's say we have this single precision value, we want to format it up to we have a float value, the single precision. I want to declare, I want to format this floating point number up to 3 decimal place, up to 3 decimal. For that, pi is about, okay. Then you have to use ampersand sign to refer the variable single. Then you have to specify percent, then dot 3f, means pi is about, ampersand is to access that variable sign, then percent. After that, how you want to format your how you want to format this pi single precision floating point number. I want to format it up to the 3 decimal places I want to print. Enter. See, here we got, if you try to print pi single CISI1, let's see what is the value. See, we have value of 3.1415. we want to print up to 3 decimal places, so we are able to format using format f format of the string dot 3f. Let's say another way, let's say I want to put some zeros on the padding of the number. For that, 0 padding on the left. For that, print ln, then again we have to start with f, then the double quotes, inside that our string 0 padding on the left, then on what variable, ampersand, the variable is, let's say, number 1. Number 1 is just the integer variable containing 1, then percent sign. After that, what you want to put in formatting, 0 up to what places you want to format, 5 places. D is specifying its integer. See, let me print you number 1, what it is looks like. So see, the number 1 is this just one integer. We are able to we are able to pad 0 up to the 5 places. So let's say 0 5D means it will give you a padding of total 5. So 1 is already there. Before that it places 4. So in some non-mathematical operator we want to show data in some format, so this will allow the padding. So how these are two ways we can actually use for formatting the string. Now let's say we want to substitute the variable instead of plus operator. Plus operator is concatenating. We want to substitute more than one variable inside println. For that, there is a s formatting is available. For that, print ln. The same way, you have to give double quotes. Before starting, you have to give s as a prefix. S as a prefix means you want to substitute some value, some variable value inside this println double quotes. So let's say I will type like use variable like. Now I want to use all the variables. Let's say we have one variable number 1, there we have one variable truth, then we have one variable pi. So see, we got we are able to substitute. If you're placing s, if you let's say you want, if you are not placing this s, what will happen? The value is going to print as it is. It is going to treat as a string. It is not going to replace this values. It's not going to substitute this value. For that, we have to specify s as a prefix. Okay, let me clear out. Yeah, we can use some statements, expressions also inside println using this s as a prefix format. Let's say I want to print for that, if you want to print an expression, you have to put inside curly braces 1, so the compiler will understand you're doing some expressions here. What happened? Why it is not printing? println in our last. Okay. Okay, we are missing one condition. For every time if you want to substitute or if you want to some variable, for that ampersand, we haven't used that ampersand. See, it's about to print. You can give other operations like star or something like that. You're able to see. So these are the using s print format, we can actually substitute the variables inside print statement. Now we have something called use regular expression. Let's say I have this string. Actually, this regular expression is a whole very big topic. Here we are not going to cover everything. For if you want to cover the regular expression, it's a very big topic. You should go to the Scala website and you can find a lot of other options. So I'm just going to show you an example. Let's say we have a string called to life, the universe, and everything is 42. Let's say I want to suck it out the 42 number, 42 integer from this variable. For that we have a regular expression. Here the Scala, the regular expression I will show you here. Okay. Yeah. So see, this is the pattern. This is actually regular expression. In the Scala it's a very weird syntax for that, but we can't help anything. We have to follow. The regular expression start with triple quotes, ends with triple quotes, dot r. Means dot r is basically you are telling that this is my regular expression, and your actual regular expression is inside this double quote. So what it's mean is dot star means go and suck each character from the string, from the string or whatever on which you want to apply this pattern. Then take a space also, and this expression is nothing but to get the integers from the characters it's try to access, and for all the characters which try to access from here, dot star space, then it will filter out all the integers. So basically we want to print this 42, the first integer from this ultimate answer string. For that, and this so this is the just regular expression pattern. I'm pressing enter. You can see this became as a scalar.util.matching.regex. So this pattern is actually a regular expression having a regex type. Now we should let's say I want to apply this pattern. For that the syntax is very weird, guys. Val pattern, here on pattern, what would be your output, where you want to place that 42, where you want to suck that 42 out and place in a variable. For that you have answer. Okay, let's say my variable is answer, and from where we want to actually where we want to apply the regular expression. So you can find that the syntax is very weird. Generally what happens, pattern should go here and this should go come left, but in Scala it's weird. So val pattern, we want to apply pattern on what? I want to apply pattern on this ultimate answer, this is string, and what is my pattern is doing, it's a regular expression. It's try to find out the integer from this ultimate answer string and put it inside this answer variable. So this answer as variable is actually holding the result of this regular expression. Enter. ANSWER. See, we got as 42. So we are able to print this. So this value we got in a actually string format. Let's say I try to convert into integer. For that I should type answer dot to int. In order to convert any string to int, you have to use dot to int. Now it become from string 42 it become integer. Okay, now we have something called, let's say we want to deal with booleans. Let me clear out things. We have something like, let's say val is greater colon boolean. We don't want to specify 1 greater than 2. Okay, so it will automatically convert. If every time you don't have to specify colon then data type, the compiler will sometime compiler will infer that data type from the value you're trying to assign. So here we are trying to assign a one operator value, means 1 greater than 2. Basically it's the resulting is a boolean, either true or false. So that's why compiler infer its data type and it's declared as a boolean data type. So this is greater variable is immutable variable. Is greater is data type of bool. Let's say val is lesser 1 less 1 less than 2. Sorry, v. Okay, is lesser is become false. Let's try these examples. Our val is greater is 1 greater than 2, false. Is lesser 1 less than 2, true, because 1 is less than 2. Now let's say we want to apply a AND operator. Let's say I have this variable, Control Shift V. What we are trying to do, we are trying to apply AND. This is AND operator in Scala. Either you can use single ampersand, single AND operator to specify AND operation. Also you can use double ampersand. But first see what is the output, because this is AND operator. For AND to be having true, both the value should be true. We can find this same expression using this ampersand sign also. This both result is same and both are AND operator. The difference between is, if you are trying to specify single operator, it is not going to evaluate all the operands. It is going to let's say this is AND. So if it find the very first is greater is false, so it is not going to evaluate is lesser, because this becomes false, then is become false or true, nothing matter. So the result will be always false. So that's why if you are specifying single operator, is not going to evaluate anything. As soon as you evaluate a single false, it will stop the checking other operands, and it will give you the output. It means false. But in case of double ampersand, it is going to evaluate everything, then apply the logic, and it will give you either it's true or false. So both the result will be both the same, but the performance wise, if you are using this is going to evaluate each and every operand. In this case, only one operand is going to evaluate, unless until it finds the very first false. Okay, the operator is or operator is double pipe. So double pipe is or operator. Okay, we can do something like this. Let's say val PyCard. If you want to specify, you can specify the data type also. Every time it's not necessary, but very first time we are trying, we should specify the data type, so that we have a habit to write the data type, and we have a habit to follow the syntax of the Scala. Okay, let's say I am declaring one variable of a string, and the string is PyCard. Well, best captain string is equal to, again the same value I am putting purposely, PyCard. Okay, now let's want to evaluate val. Let's say I want to val result colon. I know that it's going to give me the boolean output, either true or false. So what we are trying to space here, we are trying to match. The matching is among this variable. If PyCard is equal to the captain. See what we are doing here, we declare two variable, PyCard and the captain. Purposely I kept both the value inside the variable same, and here we are trying to find out the boolean operation, whether these two are same or not. It will return true. If it is not true, it return false. Enter. Not found value the captain. Okay, C must be cap. See, we got that result is become true because both are matching. Let's say I want to change this captain. I make it picard 1. Okay, now try to evaluate the expression once again. It will result you false because now it's not the same. We got as a false. Okay, so that's all for this video. The very basic things we have just covered. How to let's go once again what we have covered. We have covered how to declare variable. What are the difference between val and var? There are two types we can declare the variables. Either values are variables are immutable or mutable. If you want to declare variable as immutable, you should use val. If you want to declare a variable as a mutable and you want the value to be changed in the future in your code, you should use variable. We saw how to we just got a concept that in object, the one key objective of functional programming is to use immutable object as often as possible. If you really want to change your variable, what you do, you just clear two immutable objects and concat both the things, both the operator. We saw some data types in Scala like integer, boolean, character, double, float, long, byte. We also try to see how we can format the string using concat. If you want to concat the strings inside println, how we can use plus operator to concat different variables. Also we saw how to format numbers. Let's say I want to format the single precision .3f up to single precision, then add padding and all those. And inside println, let's say we want to substitute some variables. We already declared for that s prefix inside our double quote inside println before s as a prefix. We can substitute the expressions also using s prefix, format, and ampersand, then the curly bracket 1 plus 2. Then these are the regular expressions we just saw, and we just saw how to create booleans variable and how to perform and or operations. Also we try to see how to, based upon the two string value, how to find out both the strings are matching or not, and we should get either true or false. So that's all for this video. I'm going to come up with other basic examples, and as we are going to go in the next sessions, we are going to see more examples and we are going to cover each and everything in Scala. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.